Yes. Why are you in a dark void?
Because darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk to you again.
Imprisoning me. All that I see. Absolute horror. Yeah. Hello. Hello and welcome to the Voice from Behind podcast. The podcast where every week we talk about things. Sometimes movies, sometimes other things amongst movies. I'm the host. My name's Evo, and with me is the other host. He's over there in the darkness. His name's Evo as well. And
Yes.
I think I'm coming down with hay fever.
Good job. Well, at least we gotta talk about fucking Book of Eli. Movie's so stupid it makes no sense.
I watched it last night before we were supposed to record, but we didn't because Windows is a piece of shit. And yeah, that movie's a lot worse than I remember it being. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, it is that bad. It's still some good moments.
Two.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna talk about what we did over the week, which I don't think was much. We're gonna
Did
cover.
you do something interesting?
Yeah, I did a couple of things.
Did you finally play Eternity?
Yes, I did.
Which level are you on?
Oh fuck me, I've barely touched it, but I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me actually. You know what? I'm gonna load it up and I'll tell you where I am exactly. I'll tell you the name of the level. I was at the very end before we started, and then I got killed and I kind of quit out the game. Um, Doom. Has there been any news? Do you know of any?
Yeah,
There's been
kinda.
some. Okay. Hold on. This is probably gonna be loud. Oh. Oh Jesus! Jesus. Music. Where's the music options? No. Player setup? No. Gameplay options?
Just find the name of the level. It's easy. Just go
Okay,
in.
hold on. Load. The name of the level is. I'm at the end of Regicide.
Oh, that's level 4.
Yeah.
That's easy. I also died there.
Yeah, I died in the trap at the end. Or not the
Actually,
end, the halfway through when you find the first key and you go up to this little throne to get it, and all the walls like shoot down, and there's a river, and there's like things in the water, and it's not a good time.
I choose that one. That one's easy.
But yeah, I'm there.
Did you find the Megasphere?
Yes, I did. You kidding me?
Did you enjoy that trap?
Yeah, that was painful. That was like Megasphere, and then all of a sudden I had no Megasphere left. I was like, oh.
It's actually pretty easy to do once you know the trap.
Yeah, but I'm playing it first time blind. I didn't actually look anything up about it, so playing it.
I also don't know about the trap. I died also there once. But I didn't, because it was actually pretty easy cheesable.
Yeah, I feel bad that you're the only one in darkness. Hold on. See how this is gonna work.
I also played a little bit of Iron Fury. I think I encountered the bug.
Tell me about Iron Fury. How did you find a bug in there?
Well, I found every secret in the first 2 levels, but I didn't count one of them as a secret because apparently I maybe missed the line death. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I'm level 3. I'm trying to get the fucking secret there. The annoying one.
Oh,
Instead
I
of-
don't think I ever got to level 3 in Iron Fury.
So you haven't seen... Oh, you haven't met... Oh, you don't know them.
No.
Oh. Well, prepare for a nasty surprise when you get back.
Okay. I also
'Cause,
started playing Blood.
Finally.
Yeah, it's a difficult game, that.
What level are you on?
I beat the train.
Yeah, that's easy. Now we're on the carnival.
Yeah, I
It's a
think
fucking kick-ass train. No, that was a kick-ass level.
it's a good time.
How many times did you die?
Too many. I died way too many times.
Every time. Did you play it on not extra crispy? Well done.
Yes.
Good. At least that. I mean, that's acceptable.
Yeah, played it on well done, and Jesus Christ, it gets bad. It's just I really need to get used to the way the controls feel in that game because they're different from everything else.
That's actually pretty easy. You
But-
just need to be smart about things.
Yes.
Smart.
Yeah, I've learned the trick of the dynamite around the corner every single time.
No, I've been doing this for fucking years.
Yeah, it's the first time I'm actually playing it properly, so it's one of those.
And so in Ion Fury, get this shit.
Go on.
Since I'm playing on the last difficulty, because of course I am, I kind of need to be really careful around secrets, because
Okay.
they spawn extra enemies. And in that level, I have to get the jump boots. And I have to run all the way towards the yellow key room, clear everything there, which I already did pre-hand, because I fucking read about that shit, because
Yeah.
fuck me, man. Because I was wondering, something didn't fucking add up there. And go up and just jump around shit. Now I have 30 seconds to do that. But once I pick up the fucking boot, actually once I trigger the secret, to be fair, I only need to pick up the boots. 2 red hooded bastards show up, and they one-shot me.
Oh.
Because of course they fucking one-shot me, that's kind of normal. So, I've been spending for so many fucking lows and reloads trying to not get the boots, go down, open up, clear everything, go back up, get the fucking boots, get down, just fucking run.
Sounds like a build engine trap.
Nah, sounds like people who knew how the build engine works and made the game according to the knowledge that they have.
Fucking
pretty good.
3D Realms, eh?
Ah, it's pretty good. How it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I also watched The Fly.
Which one? The Cronenberg version?
Yes.
Good. It's a good one.
I forgot how good that movie is. Especially effects-wise, I just forgot how good it is. I also watched something else, which I don't know if you've heard of.
Which one?
It's a recent sort of improv comedy show that devolves.
Yeah, mess me with that shit.
Well, with Half-Life with the self-aware Half-Life with the self-aware AI.
Yeah, mess me with that shit.
It's a good thing.
The only one that actually ever mattered was
Freeman's Mind.
Yeah, but even that one got fucking tedious after like 2 episodes.
Yeah, only 1 episode of this one I found a bit, but the rest of it was pretty good. It's basically a guy who's got a VR helmet on, and he's playing Gordon. And he plays the whole game with 3 scientists and a guard. They follow him around.
Nice.
And it gets progressively more and more weird, because they're all... Basically, they improv off each other for the first couple episodes. And then from there, they start to develop a story to reach like a conclusion by the end. And honestly, it's some funny shit. Just watch the first episode. I was pissy. I couldn't breathe. It was really quality, funny shit. In the typical questioning of why are there so many unnecessary things in Black Mesa? Why do we have this? Why do we have that? Oh, don't worry, Gordon. This is all to company protocol. And shit like that. But it's good. It's a good series. I recommend it to people who want to have a laugh and then be eventually weirded out by the Lovecraftian horror shit that happens to happen by the end.
It's fine. I also went back and started playing Magic the Gathering again.
Oh God. 14 or?
No, I'm playing fucking Arena. Jesus.
All right.
14. What am I? A fucking simp.
That's the last one we played, so.
Yeah, they unified everything and they're moving over to the Arena. It's an experience and a half.
Is it? It's good to know.
Yeah, maybe so. It has its moments. The fucking degeneracy is up because it's standard, so of course it's fucking degenerate.
Wait,
And
Arena? What you mean Arena? Is it like a Last Man Standing sort of thing, or is it something
No,
else?
it's just called Magic the Gathering Arena.
All right.
It's fucking standard. So yeah, that's a fucking nightmare now. Because all the time, if someone curves out, you're pretty much fucked. As per usual, you have no responses. He just fucking curves out, and you sit there and be like,
Duh.
I'll get to play Magic anytime soon. No,
I
you don't.
cry like little baby.
Uh, and yeah, I mean, I'm having loads of fun of just building fucking junk and making it work because people are stupid. I haven't played in fucking years and I make a shit ton of puns, but they make more. They genuinely make more puns. I don't know how the fuck you can do something like that.
It's magic. I don't really.
Bruh, I played some fucking weird ass shit. Against some weird ass shit. I was sitting there going like, okay. Then someone comes in with a fucking default pack. I'm like, ah. At least they were friendly. They weren't toxic or shit. Because God knows, there's plenty of people who are toxic in Magic.
It's not magic. It's all this type of like card game. There's a lot of
No, no, no,
toxicity
no.
involved.
No, no, no. This is a specific type of toxicity because they know they will lose and have nothing else, so they run every fucking timeout they have. Just every one of them. You sit there and be like,
Okay,
they should.
that's extra special bullshit. That
Yeah, that's just stupid. I think they should
it's
fucking limit.
it's like. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Why did you put on the fucking the washer?
That is outside my window. Oh, okay, it's gone. It was like a cleanup truck or something. Jesus. Anyway, it's like playing Street Fighter Third Strike, and I forget what the name of the character is. It's the white-haired lady with the long-ass legs.
Don't remember.
She has an ability that one of her moves is to restore health. So people who played her would mostly play the game to where they're nearly losing. Then they will kick the other person to the other end of the screen, do the move, and run the timer until they can win the game because they did the move a bunch of times.
Yeah, this level degeneracy.
And it
Is
was
fucking
just
normal.
cheap and annoying and fucking. It sounds exactly like that.
Oh, trust me. No, no, this is worse because now we have like fucking 5 different strategies of the different levels of degeneracy. And since you're playing best of one and you don't know what the fuck you're gonna go up against, it's basically just a wild card. Either your deck is gonna be complete counter to one type of degeneracy, but the other one's gonna trigger, and you're like, oh, okay, okay, that's fair. And the fucking matchmaking always has the fucking way of putting you against the deck that you could go perform statistically the worst.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how the fuck that shit works, but fuck me, I'm playing a Kunorus and I'm gonna call how we going back home. That's his fucking name and a half. Who completely shuts out 2 of the most viable strategies right now, but though I get picked up against the third one every time I'm sitting there going like, is this fucking real? Like, why the fuck are you doing this shit?
Oh, that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing Magic. Because there's a lot of bullshit strats people can pull, and it just gets a bit.
No, it's not that because it's standard. It's just basically like usually like between 1 and 2 that are viable for
Okay.
a whole fucking year until the fucking ban lists come up. And then they move to the next one. Uh, so yeah, this time it's like 3 of them, I think. Let's see, you have the Bosch version of it, the Lurus version of it, and you have the fucking Agent of Treachery Stupidity. The fucking ramp shit with the new fucking legendary shit. And the way Watsy bans shit is one of the most stupid thing I've seen in my entire life. So if they release a new degenerate piece of shit, the thing that exists in this game that is new, they
Yeah.
will not ban it. Even though it is a complete fault for something being completely broken, they will not ban it. They will ban things around it.
Oh.
Case in point, there is also the Hogak.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that card in the beginning. I was like, no, this card is broken and stupid. Guess what happened? One of the decks got so fucking stupidly broken. Modern could not deal it. Legacy had fucking issues dealing with it. It wasn't in standard, so no one cared about that shit. And they didn't ban the Ho because the Ho was a new card. It was selling for fucking 80 quid. They banned cards around it, cards that were not inherently degenerate. Just so they can stop that one card, which, by the way, I think is the whole now banned.
Don't know. Sorry, I'm getting. It's telling me that we're getting frame skips. My internet's been fucking fucky for the last couple of days, so I don't know what's going on there. But oh well. I'm sure the recording's fine. It's just the stream itself is freaking
Oh
out.
yeah, no, it's fine. Now the whole has been banned afterwards because I remember the banning was now this is from August last year. They banned the hope, but
Oh,
before that they banned like fucking 50 cards around it, like bridge it from below, something that shouldn't have been banned to begin with.
right.
And the author of Dementia or some shit, I can't remember. And I was sitting there going like, but that's not what fucking oh. Just ban the hole. Ban the hole. It's easy. It's new cards. Fucking stop it. You don't play test your shit for. You're
No,
testing your
they
shit
just
like
throw it out there and expect it to work.
no. They're literally testing their shit like it's fucking China doing COVID-19 tests. They just say they tested it. That's all. You know how fucking bad it got. We had people had to deal with Oko. And Oku is not a fun card you needed to. The card now is banned in standard. That card was not fun to deal with. Like that shit was fucking degenerate and a half. Like it was just stupid. So now the basic people are all dealing with a fucking version of that shit, and yeah.
Is there
it's
not
getting
like an option to ban certain cards?
Oh no, they ban the cards, not the players. Cause I know exactly which cards I would ban if.
No, I'm
If it
saying
was up
like,
to me.
isn't there an option? Say you're in a lobby and you can vote out certain cards.
No, bullshit. That's not how that shit ever works.
Oh.
It never has. You're having a fucking list that's being banned. That's about it.
Oh, just certain races.
It's just a fucking list. If you can't have cards from that list, if you're playing the specifics to thing, it's how it is.
Okay. Because like I've been playing a bunch of Dota 2, like the ranked recently, and that you can ban certain characters when you
Well,
don't want to play
yeah,
against them.
that's normal. That's some boba. That's like 150 characters at this point. It's fucking standard.
100. Yeah, it's quite a few now. Let me. Dota 2 hero numbers. Current number of heroes is 119.
Yeah, fair enough. Close enough. I mean, they've recently been slowed down with the release of heroes in Dota. Just keeping them for big updates so they can break the game altogether, figure shit out afterwards.
Right.
But here's the thing, I don't even fucking care about Dota. I just touch it.
I enjoy
don't
it.
wanna try hard. I don't want to try hard. That shit's boring.
I have a good time with Dota. Like, if you're in a decent stack with people that know what they're doing, even if it's just two of you, you can still get a decent game. We did it the other night where we had a fucking great early game, and then we realized that our team has been performing like shit for the last 10 minutes. So their mid Phantom Assassin, not Phantom Assassin, the other one, Templar Assassin came out of nowhere and just nuked us both and with like 2 shots. I was like, why is she level like 17 at the 12th minute of the game? Like, the fuck have you all been doing? Also, the King of Bears says that his friend loves the Book of Eli.
Oh dear lord!
Your
We'll
friend,
get to that shit.
we'll get to the Book of Eli. Don't you worry about it.
Is it the simp or is it the cuck? Tell me, Biker, is it the simp or is it the
I'm just
cuck?
gonna go turn my heating down. He has no taste.
I can tell you there's no taste. Book of Eli is just fucking stupidity at its finest. I don't know. Lately, it's just been all so boring. I'm gonna go and sip on something.
Okay.
Oh, he's a Mormon.
He's a Mormon boy.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay,
How is he okay with watching the Book of Eli with the amount of symbolism that's in it?
There is no symbolism. It's just stupid. Symbolism at least pretends to try and tell you something interesting and smart, but it ultimately fails.
Stay on the
pointless
path.
words to sound
Stay on the path.
vague. I fucking hate symbolism. I remember studying that shit back in high school.
I am Jesus. I am. Yeah.
No, think more of the actual fucking symbols like fucking Yavorov. Oh, do you not remember that shit?
No, I do, but Yavrov has a couple of good ones.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. It's just pain and suffering for all of us.
Yeah, but
literally-
would you rather
because
read like Atanas Dalchev, where it's random.
It's just diabolicism and fatalism. That shit's fucking easy. It's literally nothing.
Exactly. Would you rather read that or read something better?
Yeah, because I'd rather not fucking try and guess what the fucking examiner thinks of this shit. That's the
See,
whole point of it. It's open to interpretations. They make you interpret
yeah,
exactly what the fucking person wants you to tell. That's why symbolism is such bullshit.
yeah.
It's literally choose your own adventure.
Yep.
The original one.
For those of you that don't know, in Bulgaria, we obviously have a lot of authors and a lot of poets and a lot of shit like that from back in the day. And
Everybody does.
while we were at school, like at every school, you were made to analyze certain works, and it was lyrical works of certain poets, and teachers who would say,
There is an actual
Ana-
reasoning for that because they try and make you combine historical facts,
"True,
political
but if they're making you analyze
situations.
that, and they're like, okay, analyze this for me," they're not giving you hints. So you analyze it through your own personal perspective, as you've been told, and then you're like, no, that is not right. Yes, exactly. Why did Shakespeare make the door red? Kind of shit. Bang on. That is exactly what it was like. It's like, why did the author say the color red here? Because his curtains were red. No,
And also, I want to point out it's not just Bulgarian authors. We do also
obviously.
study a lot of the Western and Eastern ones. Mostly Russians, though. We don't really study
We don't even
Middle
study
Eastern.
Shakespeare.
No, we do study Shakespeare. I study Shakespeare.
Yeah, well, it's like one or two things. The rest of the time, we were studying fucking
All five,
like
all five of them. My fucking classwork. I was
the Odyssey.
my end exam was on choice between Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, or no wait, Hamlet, and the other one was something I can't even fucking remember. I was like, fuck it, I'll take Hamlet. I'll take Hamlet. That one's easier.
And then you
Shakespeare was
retold the
particularly good.
story of the Lion King.
No, the way it actually works was you don't really write a whole report in 2 hours because that's the whole point. It's an
Yeah,
exam on the whole Hamlet. They just put you on specific parts of the text
and
that
they're
has
like,
some key
analyze
points.
this and tell me what it's
Uh,
about.
well, no, there is like a question in the beginning. That's the whole point. It's like a question.
Yeah,
The question is a relatively vague one, and it's put at the end for the specific part of they have taken out of the text for you to analyze on. It's usually like not like 4 lines or something. It's more. Think about like fucking the 60 of them, and
yeah.
you need to go bit by bit from the beginning up to the end. And you need to structure it like an essay. You have 2 hours to write that shit.
And there's a lot
And
of dumb shit that
you need to
you
be
get so used to analyzing it the way the teachers want you to analyze it to the
listen.
point where it's mechanical the way you write things.
Liking Hamlet's not that bad. I actually like
No,
King Richard.
Shakespeare in general isn't terrible.
Nah, he is. He genuinely is. Have you actually fucking tried to read his works?
I did. I
Mm,
have. I've seen a bunch of plays as well, and
mm,
I've had to learn monologues in English. So
exactly. It's a fucking nightmare. No, that it's like because I remember reading the Odyssey the exact way it was written because that was the whole point. Because you can get also a transcribed version of it, I guess.
there's a transcribed and there's a
Mm, you know,
chronological one as well.
well, it's not a chronicle. The transcribed version is just it stops being written as a play. It's more written like a novel.
Yeah,
And a lot of the things there are just missed completely, but it's much easier to read. Because I remember reading the transcribed version wasn't that, but then I tried fucking reading the play version. Jesus Christ, that shit got fucking confusing.
yep. Oh, there you
And
go.
it was bad.
King
And
of Bears is going on a tangent about shitty. There we go. He's writing his opinions on Shakespeare
no, no.
works.
I think I like most of the King Richard the third one.
I like
Yeah, I
Hamlet.
think mm, Hamlet was actually pretty decent. No, it was kind of weird because he was right because Englishman was writing about the Danish kingdom. I don't know about that one. That one's just
Well, most of his stories took place in other places and not in England.
well, yes and no.
That kind of depends on which ghostwriter was on the payroll at that point.
Yeah, I guess.
Because there's the whole theory that Shakespeare was more than one person. And
Oh, please. We had a movie that was like Shakespeare is a woman. We don't talk about our
oh
movie at
shit,
all. We don't talk about that movie at all. Oh, that was so bad. I don't
We're being
forget why.
inclusive. Shakespeare is a woman now. It's like,
No,
it's
no, because
possible.
there's an actual thing that's about it. It's just like it's an actual one, and it just got fucking. How should I put it? It was kind of like a meme at some point. Then they made it an actual thing, and then the whole fucking thing happened with oh no, no, oh no, this is completely how it goes. Yada yada yada. I'm like, no, what the fuck's going on?
It's
It's
not
just
how it
you're making
goes.
you're making a complete fucking what you call it? Oh god damn it!
But Evo, they're being inclusive.
but they sought the inclusion. That's
They're
the
being
point. They're making
inclusive.
assumptions about things they have no actual proof of. It's not
Gender
inclusion.
equality.
It's not that. It's just fucking people making stuff just for the generate clout.
Yep. That's a lot of historical movies and a lot of historical documentaries as well, where 80% of it's going to be wrong with some 20% of actual fact thrown in there. And people will take that as gospel and go like, "Did you know that back in the day?" And you're like, "Shut up, shut the fuck up, please."
Just I. Well, other than that, actually, I kind of miss those days. Now I think about it, because writing those logistical nightmares was kind of fun at some point.
Yeah.
Because I could actually get away with a lot of talky a lot of shit if I could worded it correctly.
With enough, yeah. That's how I passed my finals in 12th grade. Because
Oh god, I actually got a fucking A on those ones.
I think I got a B, and I was surprised I got a B, to be honest.
No, I only got D's in high school in literature. I got an A
To
on the
be
fucking
yeah,
on the
I
actual
got
exam.
A's for the longest time, and then I went down to like B's and C's, and then on the finals it was the easiest thing. I was like,
Was it? Because it was fucking Levski. That's just fucking
exactly.
that's just dementedly stupid. Like you need to actually predict what the fucking examiner is gonna think about.
I couldn't give a
Your
shit. I got a
teacher,
5 or something. Do I look
I
like
got.
or like a
I'm sorry.
480 something?
I'm sorry. I got a 554. You
And
need to predict the shit. I was dreading it was gonna be fucking Yavorov or Peichu or any one of those,
Peichu,
but
our
I
friend
knew
Peichu.
or
Penchu, you
Peiko.
mean?
No. You the other one, the father son duo.
Yeah, Slavekov, Petko, and
Mm-hmm.
Pencho.
Was it Peichu? I fucking
Yeah, it
forgot.
was. Yeah. Oh, there you go. King
Yeah,
of Bears
okay.
says that he hit his own opinion, controversial opinions in his finals U.S. history. I'm like, yeah,
No, kind of.
it just goes to
It kind of
show.
okay. It really depends on the way you word stuff and who actually checks your shit.
Yeah,
Because if someone that is not particularly inclined to reason and would not care for your views if they're different from his, you're
yeah,
fucked.
especially in Bulgaria where the teachers are very up
Well,
their own asses when it comes to analysis.
most of them, but
Yeah,
not all. My teacher, I mean, she was kind of up to her ass, but she genuinely taught us how to think critically
yeah.
and
My
analyze
Bulgarian
stuff.
teacher was the exact same, and nobody liked her because she was super strict. And then when she eventually, every time she tried to like quiz me in front of everybody, make an analysis, and I'll say my own opinion. There was a point where she stopped disagreeing with me because she was like, "Yeah, you know what? I can see where you're coming from, but here's some advice." And she wouldn't critique you; she'll still give you the good grade, but she'd say, "If I were doing it, this is how I would do it." And then I think we ended up respecting each other very heavily by the end, which is a good thing.
No, I still respect my teacher for all she did, even though she was kind of a bitch and she held grudges. Like she really fucking held grudges.
Yeah, which is
Mercifully, I
the least
was
professional
not.
thing.
Listen, I was not one of them. Well, I kinda was, but I kinda wasn't
I
because
was and I want.
well, she had a soft spot for me because every time she was in a bad mood, she usually quizzed me in front of everyone, and I was just talking so much shit. She found it hilarious, and she just let me off the hook.
Oh, so you're like a pseudo class clown for her.
Oh, well, yes and no, but someone had to take the fucking hit, otherwise we all fucking take the goddamn hit.
Yeah,
On
I
that
know
one.
that feeling.
So usually how my classes go, it's like 7 a.m. in the morning, first two literature, fine. She walks in, I'm sitting there. We all get up. It was like, good morning, teacher. She doesn't say anything. And I'm like, oh, I know how this is gonna go.
This gonna be a good
Shit.
time.
He's like, shit. Everybody's like, shit. So everybody goes down. I still stand up, and she's like, "I'm gonna fucking examine." She doesn't even look up. I'm gonna examine someone today. Number 9, Evo. Oh, you're
Wait,
already up. I was like,
you were number 9 too?
of course I was.
I was number 9.
Oh, you're already up. And I was like, I didn't even bother sitting down, and she just
like,
looked
you
me
know how
with a
this is
fucking
gonna
poison
go.
in her eyes. I was like, bother, start. I was like, yada 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 yada. She starts laughing. Okay, that's it. I'll sit down.
Sit down,
So
6.
good morning. No. He's like, sit down. That's fine. Good morning, class. How's everyone today? Everybody's like, yes, he did it. He did it.
The mad lad did it.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta play the fucking fool if you know how to do it.
Yeah.
It saves lives. But
Saves
my friends
many
that
a
was
life.
sitting around me, holy shit, my friends that sat around me, they got the shot and this thing. She fucking hated them. Granted, they were also bad talking about her behind her back while she was walking behind them, and she heard everything. Oh boy, this is why when I'm talking about teachers, I'm usually away from school, and it's just like then they really got fucking shafted. Like mistakes and you're done. Same thing happened with Dimon Podolsky. Dimon Podolsky hated
Podolsky was the insane guy who went on quiz shows, wasn't he?
No, he's Mr. Google.
Yeah.
He's literally known as Mr. Google. Guy has a fucking memory and a half.
He's the guy that would answer questions before the quiz person even completed them. On A Minute is Plenty. That was the name of the show. And it played Time by Pink Floyd as the intro music.
Yeah,
I kind of miss that show, you know.
It's still up.
Is it still going?
Every Sunday, but it's not on Canal anymore. It's somewhere else. So he had really love some of the girls in my class because they were just skipping shit, pretending to always talking during his classes, stuff like that, just not paying attention. Oh boy, did he fucking shaft them hard.
Well, yeah,
Fuck
but
me.
if you don't respect the teacher, you kind of
Wait. Do you know how badly he shafted them?
go on.
They studied really hard. I didn't study shit and I always got A's. In geography, I don't even know shit about geography.
I'll tell you a story about geography in a second.
They studied hard. They tried everything. That's like they were there. They were just studied. They knew everything by fucking heart. He still found ways to fuck him over. Because you can't fucking go on over on a guy that literally remembers everything. The guy was so fucking good at remembering. He used to send me to submit bets for his football queries. So how that actually worked out, it was like he comes in before the class starts. He's like, "Can you help me with these games? What do you think about this, and that?" I'm like,
do this, and this.
Okay, no, this is a tie and a 2 because this guy's over this guy. I actually made him money, so that's why I was always in his good books. I made him money.
You made the man money, yeah.
And
go on.
And with some of the upper classmen, just generally one day decided to fucking troll him. They went to him and was like, teacher, what do you think about game A152 from yesterday's Never Football ballot? And he was like, and it was a fucking Armenian game, and he named it correctly with both games and fucking all 3 coefficients, plus the caps. And everybody was like, because they actually then they fucking double checked. It was like, the fuck?
How the hell did you do that?
What the fuck? It was like, I didn't play that one. I'm not sure. I don't follow them. They were like, but that's actually correct to the fucking decimal.
Yeah.
Can't even fucking pronounce these names. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Trying to get over one on that guy. That's a fucking. I mean,
Yeah.
I actually managed to get one over him once.
My geography teacher, she was cruel when it came to exams. Because say you have a question with 7 points in the question, where there's 7 things you have to like tick off. Yeah. Say there's a sentence and there's gaps in the sentence, and you're writing the things in the gaps. So there's 7 possible points you can get out of that. You fuck up one word, the whole sentence is null and void. If you got 6 right out of the whole thing, they don't count. because you fucked up one word.
That's not even difficult.
I know, but it's still cruel considering that nobody else did it that way. If it's 7 possible points, you score 6, you get those 6, even if you messed up one.
Listen, do you know what's funny?
Funnier thing is, she was my dad's former classmate because they both went to the sports high school together. And she would always try and like crass on him or tell him off about me when there was like parent-teacher conferences. And half the time he would kind of back me up. One of my favorite ones was there was a it was a parent-teacher thing, and I wasn't sitting in for it because people usually sometimes they'll let us sit in, but we weren't allowed for this one. And she would say she started going off on tangents and telling people about classmates and whatnot, and then she looks at my dad, talks about my performance, and she goes, "I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree." And I'll say this in Bulgarian for Evo, then I'll translate it. But my dad apparently got up from the desk and he goes, "Моса метна на майка си ма." Which means, bitch, he might have taken up after his mom. At that point, the whole room turned to my dad and just were like, it's like, why would you say that like that? Not knowing that they were classmates at one point, but that was one of the funniest things I think I've ever heard in my life. My dad's standing going, why am I warm? I'm kind of warm.
Yeah.
The Bulgarian educational system was something else.
It is. This day I fucking remember shit most people learn in fucking university and knew them since high school.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. And the weirdest thing is, most things that are being learned here in high school is not even fucking worthy of learning in high school. It's weird.
Yep. The UK education system is kind of stupid.
Shit.
Yep.
You can't fucking fail a class in high school.
Do you remember learning Pythagoras in the first year at university? Stuff that we learned in 7th grade.
No, wait. Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah.
No, I don't fucking.
I remember sitting in on a math class with Deo and someone else in Krum. Because they had a math class in their thing.
Wait, Krum? Oh, you know that guy.
Yeah, those two. I sat in on a lecture with them because they were like, hey, because you know how we shared lectures? Because it was me with them on their own, and then me with them again. And they were like, it's going to be in the same like lecture hall. Just sit in with us. It's not going to be that big of a deal.
Wait, I didn't have a fucking class that was with that because I probably fucking laughed myself out of the building.
I don't know. And they started giving us out things, and it's the fucking theorem. Yeah, shit that we learned when we were like 13.
Did you know it's actually not Pythagoras theorem?
I don't know I don't care what it is. I just remember I learned it when I was 13, and I looked at it and I went, Are you serious? You fucking serious with this? Why would it? No. Okay, this is apparently university grade material. I'm just gonna
listen. Do you want to know how my biology tests were like in high school? Do you know what level of bullshit that was?
Biology in general tests were.
No. I was like, like this. You're given a sentence.
10 years to life. Sorry, go on.
No. A sentence.
Yeah.
That sentence can be anything.
Yeah.
It could even be a question. Doesn't it? Up until that, it's 7 choices. From A to whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, from 1 to 7 actually. Below it, from A to D, combinations of those ones.
Yeah, biology class, yeah.
And you need to figure out which combination of these is the correct one.
Yep.
Which also includes grammatical errors.
Very similar to mine, and considering that our class teacher was our biology teacher.
Should I mention that that was also my case? Secondly, I was in fucking NPMG with chemistry, so most of my fucking class wanted to go to med school. Do you know how
Eva was? You were in a biology math high school.
I was in a fucking science and math school.
Yeah, essentially.
And I was with chemistry. my class teacher was a fucking biology one, and she destroyed all of us. That's why I didn't end up in med school, because fuck that shit, I'm not studying that.
Yeah, biology I liked for the first couple of years, and then 10th grade hit, and I was like,
Oh, 10th grade was the easiest time in biology. Fucking the genetics, easy fucking math every time. No wonder I actually got
yeah,
high school
no,
grades on that one.
math for me deteriorated slowly over time, and that was the point where I was like, this is math. This isn't biology. So
Actually, there is a lot of math in biology.
I know, but you know what I mean. Just
No.
high school. Do you know what? High school wasn't that bad considering everything. It was a good time.
Yeah, we met a lot of friends.
Made a
We had
lot of friends in high school, and you and I
a
apparently
lot
have a
of,
bunch of mutual friends through high school that we don't know,
yeah, yeah,
even though we lived in different cities.
kinda. Mm, It's all about us living the fucking life.
Yep, live the life. And then we went to university, and all the parents said, "This is going to be the best time of your life."
No.
They lied.
God. Everybody fucking lied.
They lied. They lied so much it wasn't even funny. Anyway,
Did you play anything interesting? Because none of us are doing shit at this point.
no, to be honest with you, apart from what I said about earlier, this whole week has been an absolute blur.
Yeah, same. I can't fucking distinguish days at this
Like
point.
yesterday, I woke up and I'm like, I wonder what day it is. Maybe we should. Oh shit, it's Thursday. We're supposed to be recording.
It's Thursday.
Yeah, and then I went to plug everything in right before the podcast last night. Clickety clack, switch, make the thumbnail, make the little Photoshop outlet that we have here, load up OBS, plug the microphone in, volume spike all the way to the top. Microphone's just hissing. I'm like, huh? Restart the computer twice, nothing. Restart it again, nothing. I'm like, what the fuck is going? Unplug the microphone, clean it out, put it back in, nothing. Check my audio settings, nothing. I'm like, turn the audio of the microphone down, nothing happens. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Turns out after the last Windows update, my Bang & Olufsen audio interface that's inside the computer, everything went to default. So all my levels that I set up like a year ago, after that update, everything got nullified and set to 12. I was like,
Yeah, you deserve it.
the fuck did I do? I did nothing, and then it did it. Anyway, yeah, that's about all I've done. So also, apologies if the stream is laggy. I don't know what's going on. My internet's being weird. My up speed is very slow, but my down speed's great. So can you hear me all right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh well. Shall we get into some news or very?
Yeah, the source code for the source code for the Counter-Strike Global Offensive and the T4 Tester was leaked. So you shouldn't log in on those games for the next several weeks.
I've not logged into TF2 for months.
Good.
Now.
Another reason for you not to.
So what? So the source code's been leaked. Is that?
Yeah.
Enlighten me as to what that affects, because I'm not 100% sure.
Well, the whole fucking source code was leaked. All of it, which means that people now have access to it and can see exactly how to destroy shit. And apparently there has been already reports of them being able to install malicious software on your PC without actually being even in the server.
Seriously?
Genuinely, just do not fucking open those games. Just stay close for now. And obviously, Volvo was saying that everything's fine. There's no reason to panic.
Not the first time they've said that. Things have fucked up, so.
Yeah, and I don't fucking trust them. Also, since their fucking refund policy and all this shit means that you're risking way too much. And apparently they hired people to investigate the thing.
Right.
And the investigations that came back were like, oh, this is quite bad. Please please do something about it. So just give it a couple weeks before you do something like that.
Yeah, I wasn't about to. The only thing I'm playing on Source right now is Dota.
I'd even fucking be careful with Dota.
Tell you what I did play, and it was fucking great. I played Portal 2, and I played some of the community-made levels.
Me.
And one of them fucked with my brain so much that I had to stop for a bit and like lay down. Right, imagine a 9x9, 3x3 grid.
Sure.
So a 3x3 squares grid. And you start off in the middle square. Square number 5. Squares number 1 and 9 are linked. Okay? So if you go into square 1, if you go inside it, it leads to square 9, and vice versa. Squares 3 and 7 are linked.
Okay, so it's crisscrossed, fine.
Yeah. So say you take a left.
So let me guess 2 and 8 as well, and 4 and 6.
No. Forget about those. So you take a left, you're on square 1, and you carry around the cube that you started in, and you're at square 9. But if you go the wrong way into the cube you started at, you end up between 3 and 7. It's like, about that. It's like, it fucks with your brain because you take one wrong turn and you're at the wrong square where you were. So you have to find out a way to place portals in ways that you can move between the squares freely without fucking up. And I beat that one, but by the end I was like,
It doesn't sound that hard, to be honest.
I know it doesn't, but it fucks with your brain at first because you take the wrong turn and you're like, wait a second, this isn't where I was before.
Do you know what fucks with your brain?
What?
Doing actual Sudoku puzzles.
It was something like that, but yeah, I know what you mean.
No, you don't know. It was one that was basically, it was the Sudoku is clean. There are no fucking numbers in it. You have to put every single number in it with additional rules in it.
But how would you start a Sudoku game without any additional numbers? You need to at least have some sort of...
No, you don't. That's the point. No, you don't.
Oh, no. Oh, don't worry about... King of Bear says he plays Titanfall 2 and Apex. Those are on Origin. You don't need to worry about them.
No, that's fair. I mean,
and I think the source code for those two is slightly different because they both run on source,
because those specific codes are not for the source engine itself, for the games, but it's the source code. It's not the source. The source has been out for years.
Yeah, source engine has been out. It's just the source code is the inner workings of the games themselves. So Titanfall 2 and Apex are made by different people as well, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, it's modified source 2. They do magic with that engine.
Wait.
What are you doing?
It's this.
It's that? Okay, you've posted it in the chat. Okay, I'll keep that for news purposes.
No, this is different.
What's this? I clicked it. I'll mute it.
There's a killer Sudoku. The one that you
it's the Sudoku.
That's one that you don't have numbers in, but there's another one.
Oh,
the one
God.
that's a fucking nightmare.
Oh, no.
No, killer Sudoku is actually pretty easy.
Yeah, but I'm going to put it on the screen, but look at this shit.
There's literally nothing.
But why is there a 29 here?
Because that's a killer Sudoku. It's the sum of all the numbers inside those squares.
Okay.
The fucking rules are written, you illiterate bastard.
Oh, yeah, there they go.
It's just...
different digits on the... Right, let me just move this forward a little so I can... Okay, he's putting numbers in. He's putting numbers in the button. There's a 3.
You know, the funny thing is the software that he's using is actually making it way easier, because I remember back in the days was doing Sudoku like every person in the world was. We had to manually write those shit with a fucking pencil on the top.
Yeah, just to be safe.
Yeah, because you have to fucking remember everything, and it's much cheaper.
See, there's Sudoku on some Nokia phones, and it's really good.
Bro,
it's just a basic 2D Sudoku, but it's fucking great. You know when I came to visit 2015 and my phone was getting fixed?
Yeah.
I was running about... I was on the bus with my little Nokia phone playing Sudoku all the way to Sofia.
Yeah, it's fine.
So that was Sudoku, I guess.
We'll see when we can go back home again, so we can do this shit again.
Yeah,
I've got with an insane taxi driver that's telling us about his stories about driving people.
About driving a lady who offered to suck him off for a free fare.
Yeah, and he was like, oh man, I was thinking what kind of a fucking blessing it is to wake up to such a beautiful woman that you fucking destroyed it. And I was like, what the fuck?
That was a
fuck?
like we went and we were kind of drunk as well, so it didn't help that we had to listen to that man talk about.
Listen, I don't mind that shit because he was kind of funny, and
No,
I
he was
don't
a funny
care.
guy, but it was the weirdest because like we both walk in the cab, and did we both sit in the back or did you sit in the front? I don't remember.
I stand in front of always.
Yeah, I sat in the back, and the guy goes, "Is that seat all right?" And Eva goes, "Yeah, it's fine. Why?" I'll tell you guys a story because you live quite a bit from town. So he's like, "I'm gonna tell you guys a story because we're gonna be riding for a bit."
No, listen, fuck the story. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's the whole gist of it. Was he was angry that he got sucked off by a beautiful girl for a free fare because he actually thought that he could fall in love with her. I don't know.
It was
That's
it was a
that's
weird one. Yeah, I couldn't understand why he was angry considering the man got a blowjob. He didn't make
Well,
money though.
no, he was angry because the whole point of it was that women are hoes. That's why.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, at least the one that he encountered, because he was like, she was so beautiful. I thought it was gonna be a blessing to just wake up after that. It's like, what is the feeling to do something like that? And then she wants to tells me she has no money, so she sucked my cock. And she would actually, or I would fuck her, just not in the ass. So I was just like, fuck, would just instantly my boner was down. I was like, fuck. Okay, just suck my cock, 15 minutes, nothing happened. I was like, get out of here.
Okay. Only in Bulgaria.
Fucking no bullshit. That shit happens everywhere.
Yeah, it does.
Literally everywhere.
That is very, very true.
Except that back home, people have some fucking dignity and they at least know what the fuck is going on, so I'm not particularly happy about it. In England, no one would give a shit. It's like, oh, you suck cock, good job, yeah.
Penis.
Penis.
Gareth Evans has said that he might be planning the Raid 3.
Too little, too late.
Yes. The article
I have
goes.
A movie. You need to find a trailer for a movie.
Oh.
It's called A Butt Boy.
Butt Boy. Or
With double
a
T.
Butt Boy.
No, Butt Boy with double T's.
Yeah, I know how to spell butt.
I will. Oh yeah, yes. I will go and smoke a cigarette until you realize what you just watched. By the way, it's actually not. That looks pretty good. Be right back.
Butt Boy. Science comedy official trailer. Let me see if I can put. I don't give a shit about copyright anymore. I'm gonna try and put this up on the screen. Not that it helps that we're getting an incredibly laggy one. I'm gonna flip this horizontal just to be safe, and I will play it. Play the trailer. Please don't be too loud.
So what do you do?
Oh, it's not too loud.
Detective.
He's a detective, this
Look like
boy.
every detective ever.
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Just got the greasy hair and the earring. Looks good. You look good.
What about you?
What?
What do you do?
I'm looking the wrong way. I should be looking that way to look at it, but it doesn't matter.
Potential tragedy strikes Critica County today as law enforcement have yet to make
Uh-huh.
headway on the missing child that vanished from Catman Park this morning.
Butt boy.
So you're asking me to go off this theory you got about a white married male who happens to be a father living in the suburbs of Critica County. He also happens to be your AA sponsor who's been secretly running around, cramming objects, animals, and children up his ass.
Oh.
Somehow digests them, and he does this in sprees, almost in serial killer fashion.
Oh.
Is that about it?
It's just right, this is something I've never thought I'd see in a cinematic format. It's a story about a man putting things up his butt. It's a I just realized the chat box has been underneath everything for a while. Okay, I'm just gonna put this, save this, but It's on VOD April 14th. Oh, it's been out. It's out now.
Did you enjoy this shit?
I just watched the trailer with the stream, and
And oh, I'm gonna watch this movie.
so
This movie.
remember when we talked about Swallow and how that looks like an uncomfortable mess?
No, this is just a comedy,
This is just a comedy about a man putting things up his butt,
including children
including children.
and a cop that's righteous and tells that story to his superior with a straight face.
I don't know how to feel about that.
It's fucking hilarious. That's what it is. There's also a Russian movie that's gonna come out called "Why Don't You Just Die," and it's something I'm probably gonna watch.
How do you find these films? Why don't just die? Is there a trailer for this thing?
Of course there is.
Yes, there is.
In glorious Russian accent and
That's already out.
yeah, you should watch it.
Okay, I will put it on the list. Movie
What's the
reviews.
thing?
There are reviews for this movie already.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad.
It looks good.
It genuinely feels like what should I call it? The Scottish movie. Fuck. Transporting. Kinda. But not really. It's just fucking insanity.
Okay.
It gives me the vibes even though it has nothing to do with transporting.
Visually, it kind of looks like, especially the color palette. But yeah, it doesn't look much like. I know where you're coming from, but yeah, it doesn't vibe Trainspotting as much. A vibe check.
Just watch
Also,
it.
the new Scooby-Doo film, the animated one, is going straight to VOD.
That's fair. Does it have John Cena?
No. No.
Does he turn into a pickle?
Oh,
No? Okay, I see how it is, so it's gonna be shit.
So there's a lot of movies
It's
getting
comedy.
delayed. That's about it.
There's also another movie that I think came out called The Quarry that took 10 years to be made. It
Okay.
actually looks relatively interesting. It has some decently named actors in it.
I'm trying to find anything about it, but leave me a link and I'll include it in the underneath bit in the description.
Quarry.
The Quarry.
It's about redemption, I guess. No, wrong chat. This chat.
Oh, the Quarry.
Quarry.
Quarry. It's a rock mining thing. That's what a
Yeah.
quarry is.
The thing is, it's not about that at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it the quarry because there is no quarry, but it's about supposed mass murder escape became what I got from the trailer. Became a preacher. Then he goes on to people finding out who he is, but he's also trying to hide it because he turns another cheek, and about forgiveness and shit and change. Honestly, it looks like a complicated plot, and I don't mind it.
Michael Shannon.
hmm
Who is Scott Teems? He's the man that directed it. Let's see
name's
what Scott Teems has directed. I just saw he's directed The Evening Sun. Oh no, never mind. He wrote, and produced. It looks like this is his first director's debut.
It doesn't look that bad.
Oh
Actually.
no, wait, 8 credits as director. The Quarry, Holbrook, That Evening Sun, A Death in the Woods. It's a lot of shorts and a couple of documentaries and a couple of TV episodes. And this is his first proper feature.
And
He's
he's
produced a
also
bunch of
the writer.
Narcos Mexico.
He's also written Halloween Kills, which is the new one.
That's the latest one.
Yeah, it's not that bad. He's the writer.
New Halloween films, man. They're fucking great. Well, the newest one.
Lots of documentaries. That Evening Sun.
Yeah, he's done a bunch of documentaries and stuff. But that's about it. Well, last week I gave you a film.
And it's a piece of shit of a movie.
A movie named under the name of The Book of Eli, starring a pretty good cast.
Yeah, with a surprise cameo from Malcolm McDowell I actually fucking forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
Until I saw it.
In my head, I had an image of this film that Christopher Walken was playing the villain, and when I watched it, I was like, what the fuck is Gary Oldman doing here?
Yeah, that's literally a fucking Christopher Walken thing. I'm not even off. But yeah, that's Gary Oldman as Carnegie.
Yeah.
And Mila Kunis. Just fucking Mila Kunis. Jesus. I don't understand, like, whatever.
Why does this movie look like shit?
Because it didn't age well.
It's not even about aging well.
It just didn't. Like, I remember watching it back in the day, and it looked much better than it does right now. But then again, the movies look much better now than the
Came out in 2010 though. There was a shitload of movies in 2010 that looked.
Yeah, that's a fucking decade ago.
Yeah, but there's a lot of movies in 2010 that looked miles better, and
No, they
still
weren't.
hold up.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
No. Well, Inception, The Social Network, Shutter Island, Scott Pilgrim.
Shutter Island looked better. Scott Pilgrim
Last
looked better.
Airbender? The Last Airbender? Listen, we cannot compare Scott Pilgrim versus that movie because those are completely different ideas. But no, Shutter Island didn't look much better.
Iron Man 2.
No, The Town was actually a pretty good movie.
The Town is a great movie. Did you know?
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't watch it
I
with
saw
us.
it.
We watched it in the path in Castle Orwell.
I actually
put it up on the
seen The Town
TV.
before. The Serbian film came in 2010.
Oh, Tangled came out in 2010.
Tron Legacy came out, but we can't really compare because that was
Tangled, best Disney movie so far, apart from Zootopia.
I saw The Devil came in 2010. Let's not talk about that movie.
Yeah, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows came out in 2010 as well.
But those are completely different movies. Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief came in 2010.
I'm just saying this one, just in general, looks like shit.
No, actually, half of the movies look worse than the Book of Eli. Book of Eli doesn't look that bad.
Book of Eli is a high contrast, nearly black and white mess.
That's the point. Because it's bleak. It's supposed to be bleak.
Yeah, but you can still give it a bit of color and can still be bleak.
No, you don't. The Domestics also was the same. They didn't have much color. There's all this gray tint on it. So
Yes, but the Domestics was there's a lot of orange and red in it. There is still hints of color. While
yeah, we had here fucking.
While this one might as well, it could have just been black and white.
Also, we had post-apocalyptic San Francisco, so who gives a shit? That's kind of expected. You're missing the point. Legion 2 came in 2010. That's actually not a bad movie.
Yeah, that era of Paul Bettany doing action shit isn't terrible.
But yeah, the movie is about already reviewed a blind person,
Mm-hmm.
which is shown later on that Denzel was blind in this movie.
It's revealed later on, yes.
Carrying a book. That's really important. And
Yes.
that guy Carnegie wants that book. Why does he want that
Carnegie is after books because he believes that books can control the masses.
But no, why does he? Why is he after books? It doesn't matter as long as he knows why he's after the books, and we'll get to that.
That is literally all the motivation of our villain.
Exactly, he knows. That's all that matters.
We don't need to know as the audience. Fuck us.
And he sends his goons trying to retrieve books, so they do, but he's never happy. But
Yes.
then they find fucking shampoo for him, and he's happy because people. And
Because
he lives in fucking San
we're at that
Francisco.
point of history where
No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's how it goes. And then they find shampoo, and then he's happy because shampoo is a luxury. They fucking found a small bottle of fucking Toro shampoo somewhere.
yes,
Fucking, that's on my ALS for the post-apocalyptic from now on. Just carry fucking shampoo. You never know. You might find that Gary Oldman that would like to give it to you and give everything instead. Just fucking fair trade. And I'll give it this. The actual action scenes that are hand-to-hand combat with Denzel are pretty well shot.
the first one is the one under the bridge with the silhouettes is actually really well shot.
All of them.
Well,
All
no,
two of them.
the one in the
No, that's also pretty well done.
yeah, but it's still a bit.
No, all two of them are pretty well done. The firearms scene, they're just bad.
They're abysmal.
Also, when you put the fact that he's blind and he's just not missing shots at the guys that are
The guys that clearly cannot hit him in the wide open space where it's just him.
Yet that they see and they can't hit him, it just makes even less sense.
Yes.
even if you put it into main character plot armor, it just makes no sense. Just none. Just fucking get him hit. So yeah, and then the chase, and then Sulara, who's Carnegie's love interest.
No, she's his uh,
she's
brought-in
something
daughter.
there. Yeah, whatever. Falls in love with the Eli, and then she tags
Yes.
along with him, and yada yada yada. And Carnegie and he's people with Redbridge just go after him, and it just becomes this cat and mouse chase. Although it's pretty short. And apparently, in the post-apocalyptic America, where there are no any more books, people still fucking find gasoline. Or what about? That's just commonplace. You find gasoline.
World logic
ended.
does not exist in this film.
World ended. Books are no more to be found. They become precious commodities. And he fucking finds gasoline like it grows on trees. Sure, whatever. Fuck it. Let's move on. Turns out that the book that Eli has is the King James Bible, and this is where the movie fucking lost me. The biggest bestseller in the world. The book that's been reprinted the most fucking times.
The most printed. They found fucking Oprah magazines and shit like that, but they couldn't find the Bible.
Bullshit, they found the fucking Da Vinci Code.
Actually, that's a really good. They found Dan Brown's fucking Da Vinci Code.
But that was not put to the fucking fires to light up to keep warm some fucking person out there. Cause that's probably the first thing I'm gonna throw in the fire.
The Bible is the most printed, sold.
This is the King James Bible. Subtle difference. And worst of all, it turns out that the book is in Braille. What the fuck is this? Now, bar me from saying something, because the religious message, fuck this shit. The whole point of the book is dangerous in the wrong people's hands. Whatever. The sheer fact that it's fucking Braille and it's the King James Bible makes no sense. It's 2/3 of the people that will watch this movie will be completely and utterly turned around. 2/3.
Yeah.
Just flat out, no. You cannot even fucking show this in some countries. I'm not gonna talk about that shit.
What do you mean religious things can be shown in countries?
And
what do you mean?
It's so bad. Like,
you know what's one of the things that really pisses me off about this film, and it's within the first hour. So he shows up in the town. Gary Oldman wants to hire him. He's like, nah, I don't want trouble. I just want to go on my way. So he's like, ooh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send Mila Kunis in there to fuck him, to seduce him so he can stay, because I have her mother in my grasp, and she'll do everything I tell her, because I'm going to kill her mother otherwise. And
I actually thought that she was dead.
No. She goes and does the thing, finds out that Denzel has a book, and he's nice to her, and he's like, let's hold hands and say a prayer before we have our food. And Mila Kunis, obviously, she's been spared. She doesn't have to do the sex. So she, as a character, and to the point now, it's been shown that she's resourceful and she can make sense of it. So she doesn't have to tell Carnegie about the book or about the prayers or about anything like that. What's the first thing that she does the moment she shows up in the next scene with her mother? She does the exact same thing that Eli did to her, which prompts the whole chase.
That's not only that. Let's put it like this. Afterwards, this is like, I personally called these characters stupid bitch characters. Or dumb bitch moments. She goes on and they try to escape Carnegie, who's hunting after them. So they go off of this in the middle of nowhere, and she hears people crying for help. Obviously, it's a woman, a beautiful woman at that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and try to see what the fuck's going on, because that's what you do. And she almost gets raped. And then Denzel just shoots the guy that's gonna rape her right in the dick with a bow. How the fuck did that happen? I don't know.
How did he know where the dick was? He's a blind man.
I don't know.
It's alluded that he was in the military.
It's a lot of things are alluded, including the fact that he's not truly blind, but he's, the
white milk.
The manga style. He has actually sonars because he's blind and he can pinpoint.
Yeah, he's he's a dolphin.
He's a main. He's. How should I put it? He's a main character in every sense of words. He's a superhero. He's a Marisu.
Yes.
The biggest Marisu in existence I've seen in a long time. And yeah.
He's a fucking superhero.
Uh-huh. And what happens afterwards, it's just So they end up in front of the house with the old couple and they get pulled in. They are treated to a warm meal. Carnegie shows up with his goons,
Oh
and the old
wait,
man
that's
just
another tick off the stereotypes for this type of movie. So they
sure doesn't
escaped.
matter.
She nearly gets raped. Old couple is very nice to them. Goons show
Doesn't
up.
matter. Listen, that doesn't matter. And he opens up the fucking couch where there's like 50 fucking thousand well-oiled, well-kept machine guns. How, what, why? I don't know. It just happened.
There is no logic. Don't look for logic.
Old couple dies. He gets shot. They escape. Bad guy gets the book. Turns out the book is in braille. He can't read it. He loses his shit. He gets overthrown by some newcomer. While in the meantime, Eli just goes to Alcatraz because, of course, it's fucking Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Well, get this shit. Malcolm McDowell is running a fucking museum, no matter what he says, that has everything outside the King James Bible. Are you fucking daft? Are you absolutely daft, man?
Not only that, but it's also pristine, green, and very well kept, as if it's brand new.
Listen, it gets worse because now Eli can fucking quote the King James Bible exactly as he fucking remembers it because he knows it by heart. How, what, why? No one knows. He
You know-
dies off. And this is the one thing that really bothers me is, first of all, at that moment, Eli has all of the power of the world. Because he can actually change the King James Bible. That's supposedly has some magical fucking powers. Whatever. to reestablish society. He can change it to whatever the fuck he wants. Secondly, he has no way of making sure that Malcolm McDowell is actually going to write it the way that he actually says that he's going to. It's just blind faith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's the reason. It's all based on faith. His whole journey is a spiritual journey based on faith. He says it himself.
It's stupid. And he dies off. Then fucking Mila Kunis goes on her own adventure. That
Journey to the
mercifully we
West,
never got.
man. That's literally it.
Yeah, and mercifully we never fucking see it. This shit happen again. And it's a really bad movie. And I was considering to give you for next week to watch World War Z.
Oh no, please! I went to see that movie by myself in IMAX. It was one
I
of the
actually
worst
didn't mind that movie
experiences
as
I've ever
much.
had.
I genuinely didn't mind that movie as much. I found it fucking hilarious, and I had a good time watching it.
Oh, do you know what actually
no.
really pisses me off about Book of Eli? There's this one scene as well. Near the end where they're rowing to Alcatraz.
Oh yeah.
That is one of the worst green screens I've ever seen in my life.
Couldn't care about green screens at that point. I just fucking stopped caring. Oh, do you know what? Also, I fucking forgot that the audio mixing in this movie is fucking bad, and half the time you can't hear shit. I don't know why that is.
And also the tone is
genuine.
all over the place. Half the time it's a bleak thing. Other time it's wisecracking Denzel. Then it's a bleak thing again. Then it's wisecracking Gary Oldman. Then it's a bleak thing again. Then Gary Oldman shoots the scenery for a bit. Then it's a bleak thing. Then Mila Kunis says something stupid. It's like, pick one. Are you making a self-aware movie or?
I just hate that fucking fact the most. The fact that the movies had such bad audio mixing, because half the time I couldn't even fucking hear what the hell they were talking about.
I will skimp. I've said this before, and even for some YouTube videos and shit like that we've made and stuff like that, I will skimp over video quality for the sake of sound.
Because you should.
Because
always.
The sound is literally the most important thing when it comes to video. That's why we do the podcast. That's why the images here at the moment are not that important. The fact that you can hear us and you can hear us clearly is the most important thing.
So for next week, you're gonna watch a movie called Ravenous or Le Zafim. Also, please don't judge my fucking French. I don't speak a single shred of it.
Yeah, neither do I. Oui. Ravenous. It's a movie. 1999. There's a Christian man there with a cross. Adam Fields, Tim Van Relen, and David. Oh, okay.
It's a good movie.
Fuck is it? Captain John, who is posted in the remote Sierra Nevada, finds himself in some rather crazy company. Seen a stranger who has apparently barely made it alive relates tales of cannibalism and gore.
Oh, no, not this one. It's not the 1990s, 2017.
Oh.
Le Zafim. It's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix. That's good.
Yeah, it's written in its French version, so you have to type Le Zafim.
Oh no, it's fine. I found it. A small remote village in upstate Quebec is terrorized by flesh-eating plague, breaking down residents' bodies and turning them against their loved ones, while survivors flee for the woods. No, it's Lou Afems.
I don't know, and I don't care. I don't
Yeah,
fucking
Les
speak English.
gets read as Lou.
Whoever speaks French, I'm sorry. But it's a good movie. I genuinely liked it. It's pretty interesting.
It's a Canadian film. Okay.
It's a French Canadian.
Yes.
Subtle difference.
Oh, it's The Ravenous because
Strange just
it's
says
about,
Ravenous.
it's about zombies
No.
or the people
No,
who
it's
are
just
affected.
Ravenous in English. I even double checked that shit.
Okay.
I don't know about the 1999. Oh wait, I've watched this movie.
99 one is like a religious.
Oh
looking-
yeah, that one. That was I'm actually gonna watch it again.
Is it bad?
It's fucking hilarious. That's what it is. It's
Oh,
so
shit.
hilarious. 47% on Rotten Tomatoes. Come on.
Come on. But yeah, that's about it for this week, I think. I'm gonna order pizza.
Okay.
I was gonna cook, but I can't be asked, so I'm just gonna order pizza.
I'm gonna play some Magic the Gathering again. I need to climb the fucking ladders now.
I'm gonna play Blood.
Good. You should beat it. Also beat Eve Eternity.
Eve Eternity is a really good time so far. I forgot to mention.
Of course it is. I know my fucking doom.
It is incredibly well made, incredibly well paced.
Oh no! You're still on episode 1.
Some
it's 5 more to
malicious
go.
some malicious traps in that as well.
Oh no! You're still on episode 1. 5 more to go.
Okay.
Trust me. Episode 3 is the breaking point.
We shall see.
Episode 2 was easy, relatively. I mean, I still died a couple of times, but episode 3 is my breaking point. And also, episode 3 is the place you need to go for the secret levels.
Also, regardless, even in this version of the Doom 2, fuck chain gunners, man.
Of course.
I don't care about arch vials. I don't care about fucking
okay. I keep that in mind.
the first arch vial encounter in this one is also a pain in the ass when he's up on near the throne.
No, that's the other one. That was fucking easy. That's cheesable as shit. I actually cheesed that shit.
Yeah, you just hide around the corner. He doesn't see you. You just pop out and shoot him.
What I actually did was I buried him down where there was no one, and I just fucking juked the living shit out of him.
Well, that's what I did. I killed everything around him first.
Well, I want you to remember this,
Okay, I dropped my ball.
and you understand why.
Alright. Have we got anything else to say?
No.
No, that's good. Well, this has been a weird stream, considering all the technical shit. Again.
Yeah. You haven't seen the Nightmare Demon yet. You haven't seen the
Asshole demon?
Cyber Boys. And the Asshole Demon. Oh boy, you're gonna love the Asshole Demon.
I feel like I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I hope you're gonna
Alright,
enjoy the Asshole
I'm gonna
Demon.
enjoy them, I guess. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you, King of Bears, for chilling in the chat. Find us on all the usual spots here on Twitch and on YouTube and on Spotify and on Facebook. All the links are below somewhere. And we'll see you all next week on the Voices from Behind podcast.